Hey, it's me speaking. They call me Lo, you can call me whatever you like. The night is dark, but for the stars and the stories and those who listen, thank you for listening. And a special thanks to our Ko-Fi supporters, Sky, Maelstrom Star, Flowerfield, Xbox Unofficial, and Kane, for the starlight you shine. I see it from here. If you'd be so kind, please go on and leave us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube streams, and join us on our Discord server to speak with us and tell us your own tales from your own worlds. Go on and take a look there at our link tree to find maps and portraits as well. Our background music is by Marika Shantz, and our intro music is by Ben McElroy. Our outro is The Falcon by Mimi and Richard Farina, covered by May Voice-Akian. Our official art is by our very own Corey, voice of Virgil, at Crow Queen on Twitter. Now, come and join me by the fire and look up at the sky. See the stars? They're still telling us their story. I'm not sure I understand what's happening anymore. They want to stay or do they want to run? Running's not always cowardly. He and Lionos wants you to believe that. And last we met, our boys went out into the forest of the Phoenix Island to find their friend Kirit. It's the final thing they gotta take care of before they carry on their work for Commander-in-Chief Terran Nevane. Were you surprised? I was. I thought they'd try to kill them or at least land a blow or two. Then again, Nevane had some interesting points and effective threats. Anyways, they're chasing down Kirit, but they're not the only ones with eyes on that wolf. As they zero in, Kian turns into their dog form, a great big borzoi, with that friendly, sad sort of face, and that's more than enough to charm Kirit the wolf. And then he falls, and an arrow narrowly misses Henry's face. And Ox, you raise your hand, your finger hovers over the trigger of your gun, and you hear your sister's voice. Why don't you put that down?
Can he try to resist?
Yeah.
Can we hear that?
Then a special broadcast just for Ox.
That's a special broadcast just for Ox. Roll wisdom.
The thing we're good at.
7.
Hold on, let me also roll something real fast. Y'all watch as Ox raises his gun and then slowly but not quite hesitantly lowers it back down again.
It begins.
Virgil, what's your AC?
Right now, it's 14.
14? Oh, that's so cute.
Can you, wait until I have my turn and then it'll be better?
Yeah?
Yeah, you might give me a minute. What if my eyes go really watering? Is it working? Do you think it's working?
You take 14 points of damage as another arrow just flies from the tree and hits you directly in the shoulder.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
I would love to shield. I think as he charges the tree, he'll throw up a barrier of ice in front of him.
2 more arrows fly towards you as you're casting your spell, and they both just dink, dink off the ice and clatter to the ground. Kian.
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. What are you doing right now, Kian?
Kian is standing over Kirit Wolf in a guard position.
The first hit probably takes you very much by surprise as Ox turns around and fires his gun at you. The first bullet lodges into one of your legs, and you take 11 points of damage. The other one frighteningly close to your chest, and you take 15 points of damage.
Wounded dog noise.
No!
You shoot the doggy?
Do I have to beat half for
What?
concentration check?
Yes.
Kian's not a fucking dog anymore.
Kian just poofs into... What do you poof into?
The rules as written, disguise self hasn't been up for an hour yet, so it would still be the disguise.
Cool. Kirit, it's your turn. You're sleeping.
Oh, shoot.
You're having dreams of running through the woods being chased.
His leg.
And
It's a little.
Wake the dog! Kick the dog!
You all hear as if he's stepping with purposeful loudness. You hear someone stepping out from behind the brush that surrounds this little clearing. A familiar figure who you may know as Lachlan or you may know as Jacques. Bards, huh? You don't look very intimidating holding a fucking banjo.
Menacing banjo.
But that is their weapon.
He hefts it like a baseball bat.
I mean, he is armed. He has a dagger and a sword at his side, but he just has the banjo slung around his chest. and you can see the glow of magic at his fingertips, but he doesn't appear to quite be casting anything. He looks at you all, looks at you, Bree, and kind of motions with his head. You should get out of here. What the hell are you doing?
Trying to get our friend.
I give you one chance.
Kian looks down. Leave him alone.
Jacques, sort of hesitates and sighs. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Nat 20. For once.
You should go, he says. And the faint glow at his fingertips brightens. It reaches his eyes now. And you take a step back and stop. Okay. He turns around and whistles long and low. And another figure steps out from behind the trees. This one, you're not sure if it could be quiet if it tried. It looks like a statue come to life. A stone golem with a face, again, that Kian you recognize. A young man with, carved, shaped, curly hair, blank eyes. And
What the fuck?
I feel it needs to be narrated. May gives Moon a middle finger.
Fuck you.
And stone tunic, high boots, baggy pants. It looks like someone who lives a what's the word I'm looking for? A rough and tumble lifestyle, I guess you could say. Sorry, I asked you if I could be mean to you today, and you said yes.
Yeah.
What is happening? He knows other guys?
There's no expression on his face. It's just blank and wide-eyed. Right now, they're all looking at Kian, so he is going to go over to Kian with a uncanny speed for such a large creature.
What is it doing?
It looks like it is simply about to punch. It's the same height as Kian, just about, but made of stone. So there is reason to believe it could do some damage.
Okay,
So fucked up with you.
Virgil hears this thing stomping out of the brush, turns, sees it, about to pummel the life out of Kian, and will raise a hand, and a blinding flare of light will flash in front of its face.
Have you already used your reaction for shield?
Shit! You're right! Fuck.
Sorry.
You can edit that out. Never mind, you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
What was that you said about fisting?
Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah. I honestly, I don't think Kian even has the mental process to avoid it.
Okay. You want to just take these?
No, I mean, I think flavor-wise.
Okay.
If you're giving them an option,
Yeah.
they won't.
Okay, I think they both hit you though. The second one is 26.
Yeah, Kian's just looking in shock and deep sadness.
You take
Seems bad. Who's your friend?
44 points of bludgeoning damage. You are slammed from one fist into the other. Like a, what's it called? Bobblehead doll. Virgil, it's your turn.
Well, shit.
Hey, you have another reaction now.
I do. It's a little too late. Fuck. Well, fuck this archer. He turns around. He will direct Orna over to, I guess, swing around behind this stone statue. And then I think he will swing down off of her and in the same movement bring his sword down with a sharp whistle. Because I remember I have Blade Song.
Yeah, you do.
The first hit on this golem is a 23 to hit.
Is this a magical attack?
The sword damage itself is not magical, but the ice on it is. This is probably
Just
gonna
roll
suck
for the
then.
ice.
Okay.
Damage.
It's 5 ice damage. This is gonna suck. This is a lot less damage than I thought it was gonna be. But I'll still take my second swing. I assume that a 26 will also hit it.
Yes.
2 damage. And do I want to brand this thing? Scar's not even here yet.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I can only do it once. I'll wait.
Yeah, your ice appears to make its way to its joints and sort of freezes it up as it moves.
This is a stretch. Has the celestial blood on his sword made the sword magical? Or is it just a normie sword?
I think unless you use it in a certain way, it's just a normie sword.
Fucking goddamn it! I don't know your name yet, but why don't you answer when I call you? Anyway, that's my turn.
Roll a d20.
4.
Okay. Henry, it's your turn.
Well, either way, Henry summons 2 bears.
Those were not the type of bears I was thinking of.
like two grizzlies, like two honking motherfucking grizzlies.
Mm-hmm. 2 bears. They're magical bears. They count as fae. Let me roll the bears initiative. 3 and 11. Anywhere within 60. I was like, I feel like 2 bears is
This
practice.
is fun.
Were you not just waiting for this to happen?
No, literally, I was like, yeah, he's probably not gonna come up.
You're just keeping a stone statue of a man in your pocket?
Yeah.
Is he... I'm not gonna look at you when I ask this. Did he always be a statue, or like, is this new? Has he always been like made of rock?
Who's this voice?
I don't. It's panic. It's panic.
Panic.
Keen.
Fucking fuck. Yeah, he's looking at this stone golem with deep sadness and fear, and is frozen for a second, and then reaches behind them, and they try to shake Curate awake. This is gonna be fine.
Roll animal handling.
11.
Yeah, Kier, you are woken a bit roughly by a trembling hand. You can like sense the stressful energy in the way that you're being shaken.
I guess Marigolds can give me a little bit of healing, and Keen reaches out towards Marigold for 1 point of healing.
For what now?
Louder?
1.
Yeah, Marigold swoops by and just barely kisses the top of your head, pecks the top of your head, and it's bear number 2's turn.
Who, I don't know what to call the archer.
Archer works.
I guess it would probably just be them. To attack them.
Do it.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah, 25 will hit.
Just barely, though.
Yeah, barely.
Oh, that's a nat 20?
That also hits, and you'll roll the damage dice twice.
Yeah,
No.
because the first one is the bite and then the second one is the claw attack. So let's see. 8 damage. And then the second attack does 20 damage.
Ooh. Then yeah, you just see this bear half clamber up the tree. You just kind of see its little bear butt, and it would be cute if you didn't hear the cries of pain coming from the branches, and the vicious roars of this beast. And Ox, it's your turn.
I'm so afraid to try to use this fucking gun.
I don't think it's the gun, babe. I think it's
Could
you.
be sexy.
I think it might be both in
Listen.
conjunction a little bit.
Let's just do it. Ox is gonna aim for Jacqueline with the pepper box. That is be an unnatural 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
10 points of damage.
Remove the competition.
So that was the first one, and that would be another unnatural 20.
Yeah, that
the
also hits.
second one.
Okay.
That would be 7 points of damage. 7.
Jacques has turned back to Kian. You need to get out of here. And then just bullet whizzes by and hits him, grazes him on the arm, another one on the other arm. He turns, fuck, to you, Ox. Does an 18 hit a bear?
Yes.
I should certainly hope so. And does a 15 hit a bear?
No.
Okay. All right, yeah, you just see, like, this tree is just shaking. There's, like, pine needles falling down as this tussle occurs, hidden inside the branches. An arm flying out. You see, like, a bear paw flying out. Only one of these blows is going to hit your bear friend. 12 points of bludgeoning damage as it gets booped in the nose. Kieran, it's your turn. You're awake. I'm gonna have you roll a wisdom save.
You want inspo?
Do I want to use it?
It would be really nice if you were here. I don't know, buddy. I just need you to save. I need you to be here.
Yeah, you're right. I'll use my inspiration.
Okay.
So that is 19.
You, thunderstruck, recognize some of these people around you as your friends.
So we're cool. And I'm still a dog.
You are still a dog, yes.
Can I rage while in this form?
I don't see why not.
You know who your friends are, yeah?
Yeah.
Which is mechanically good for you guys. Because you get a bonus when I'm raging and you're my friend.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
May's gonna have emotions if I attack either one of those. Yeah, that is actively hurting my friend. So I am going to attack the stone golem. Bite attack. I make my first attack reckless.
Okay.
I have a +5 to hit. 23 to hit. 2d6. 10 piercing damage.
You chomp down on this golem, and pain just runs through your head as your teeth meet stone. It does not appear to even really notice that you're here.
It didn't do anything, or it didn't do much.
It didn't appear to do anything.
Kieran's gonna go bite Jacques. I'm getting him.
Maybe he'll run away if he gets hurt enough.
An 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Another 10 piercing damage.
Nice. Yeah, Jacqueline mostly has eyes for the man who just shot him twice, and
The nearest available body part.
he jumped down on his leg and he's like, ah! And like turns and like places a hand on your head. Like he's trying to calm you down. Ox, would you please roll our favorite thing, a wisdom saving throw.
That would be a 15.
Jacques has just like yelled out in pain as he's bitten by this dog, but he sighs and looks back to Ox and says something that none of you can hear. Ox, the wordless sound of it hits you with a force, but you can't quite feel it take hold. He looks immensely fed up with this entire situation. You're right there. Does a 15 hit you?
Yeah.
Does a 26 hit you?
Yeah.
Where is this coming from?
The golem.
Also, wait, does the regeneration thing work? Because I would have gotten it from vampires.
Roll a d20.
That one.
Cool. No, it doesn't work.
As it rears back to punch the life out of Kian, Virgil will raise a hand and a blinding flare of light will flash in front of its face. And I think I roll for this. I'm going to amplify it. So subtract a 4 from that first attack roll.
Nice, it's an 11.
And a 1 from the second one.
And 25.
Okay.
So only one of those hits.
Okay. You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage as it swings at you. Again, one of its attacks just kind of stutters. The other one manages to slam into you.
Kian just screams out. They are very, 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 very hurt right now.
Jacques makes eye contact with you. Get out of here.
Where did you find him?
He just shakes his head like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's Bear's turn. Bear one.
Let's go.
Let's go, Bear one.
Does an 11 hit? This is the Jacques bear.
11 does not hit.
How about a 16?
16 hits. Yippee. What the hell? Virgil, it's your turn.
Okay.
Roll a d20.
19.
Your sword starts to give off a faint light.
He stops as if he's afraid, like a candle, it will go out if he moves. Does it stay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he will follow through with that swing. I got a 20.
You got a natural 20?
I did.
Nice.
Okay, 24 damage on
Nice.
that hit. With his other hand, he will lift it and try and freeze the air around this thing, and he will look past it to Kian and say, "Run, get up and run." I'll amplify that, and I need you to roll a strength save.
12.
That fails, so it cannot move, and it can't use reactions.
Henry, it's your turn. Your bears look to you and say, go get him. And they each give Henry a thumbs up.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Damn.
Wait, yes.
Oh,
yes,
yes, it does? Hell yeah. 7 piercing damage for the first one, and then 6 piercing damage on the second
6.
one.
Jacques stumbles back a bit, not enough to disengage, but he looks a little alarmed by the events around him. Kian, it's your turn.
Kian doesn't need to get told again. He looks up at this column one more time and books it. Marigold follows. I'm gonna use quite a few of these healing pools from Marigold.
It's Bear 2's turn.
Let's go.
The bear in the tree.
So the bear's gonna attack again. Does an 11 hit? Probably
No.
not. Yeah, I didn't think so. Does a 13 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Damn.
The archer in the tree pretty deftly climbs up a little bit further past its claws and just kind of yelps and kicks at the bear. Not enough to damage it, but enough to kind of throw it off. Ox, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
10.
Ox, take your turn.
Ox is going to aim for the golem. Ox is actually going to put away the pepper box then and take out Rain. 21 to hit.
That hits.
10 points of damage on the first one, and I'm going to shoot again because he gets 2. 27 to hit on the second one.
Hits.
8 points of damage.
All right. Pieces of stone, shards, chip away at the statue. Kian, you can hear the sound from afar of the bullets scraping against the stone, flying off of it. As both of your bullets make a difference, it doesn't react. It doesn't seem like it can feel. It reacts like stone would. It's still determined in its path. The archer might want to disengage from this fight with this bear.
That's so silly. Why wouldn't they want to do that?
You all just see a shadow through the trees, a figure running So I'm going to have it run south,
How
30
far?
feet. It appears to be a cloaked figure similar to the other members of the Winds that you've seen before. Ring clatters to the ground, and you draw your pepper box again and aim for Virgil.
You need to get rid of that gun.
That's probably going to hit you with a 21. Does a 17 hit.
Yeah.
The last 2 bullets fly out from your gun. You take 24 points of damage as you feel 2 bullets hit you from behind.
Okay.
God damn it, Ox!
Ox doesn't react. Kieran, it's your turn. Would you like to use your turn to try to undog?
Benefits of undogging include thumbs.
They might not want you as much anymore. You're just a guy.
No, he's gonna stay dog brained. His Kira's here for being a dog. And he's going to make an attack on Jacques. Bite attack. 18 to hit.
That hits.
7 piercing damage. I
Yeah,
think
Jacques
that's the
is
only
still, whenever this dog attacks him, he's clearly trying to calm it down. Keep going.
thing. Is he a friend?
You can roll wisdom check. Or history check, I guess would be.
If it's history, then it is
Is it above 20?
Yeah.
You faintly recall that at least your friend liked this guy.
He hasn't been attacking. Yeah, he will hesitate, not make that second attack against Jacques. Then he'll just stand there looking conflicted.
And it's Jacques' turn. Make a wisdom save, please, Kieran.
That is 23.
You hear Jacques whisper, "Come with me." But you're still a little confused. And you see his eyes glow as he says it, and it's like, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
He has an array of bottles around his belt. He just pops one open and chugs it, throws the bottle back. It's like, fuck, okay.
So he's not a vampire?
We don't know. Maybe it was blood.
I'd like to replace its attack roll with a 3.
Okay, well, that 19 plus 10 just became a 3, so... But does a 25 hit you?
Yeah, you know what it does.
It freezes in its tracks and doesn't quite make its move, but the second one manages to wham you in the side.
Great.
You take 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Awesome. I think that visibly knocks the air out of Virgil.
Bear 1.
Does 21 hit?
Yes, 21 hits.
Cool. And then a nat 20 on the second one. A 14.
Jacques is looking pretty beat up. Kian, maybe this isn't such a problem for you, but Jacques' shirt is torn, freely bleeding wounds where the bear has attacked him, and he's starting to look a bit panicked and is glancing around at the trees. Virgil, it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's just gonna keep swinging at the statue.
Roll a d20.
15?
It's still glowing.
Okay. Does a 15 hit it?
No.
He'll swing again. A 22?
Yeah, that one hits.
Okay. At least one. That's 9 damage.
Again, it's sort of hard to tell if you're quote-unquote hurting this thing, so it does not react.
Yeah. That
But
sucked.
a few more pieces of stone chip away.
Wait, this thing needs to roll another save, because it took its turn. Roll a strength save. This will affect what I do.
20-something.
Ugh. Yeah. There's nothing he can do. He stays. I
Okay.
can't take an opportunity attack.
Henry, it's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot Lachlan. Let's see. Okay.
Sorry, Lachlan's actually not here right now.
Sorry, Jacques.
Yeah.
Jacqueline. Does a 25 hit?
25 might hit.
17 hits?
Yeah, that hits.
12 piercing damage on the first shot. 13 piercing damage on the second shot.
Both these arrows lodge into his back, and he falls to his knees and then falls to the ground.
Kian runs up to him. I think I can going to try to pull him back and stabilize him.
Kian, now isn't the time!
I just want to stabilize him. If Marigold uses a bonus action to heal, if he's not a vampire, it would stabilize him. Which I think maybe is he's not.
There's one way to
I
find
think
out.
you should try it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use one healing. Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration, and you motherfucker better work. That's a 17, but it's cocked.
I'll let you use it if I can impose disadvantage on you at any time of my choice in the future.
You gonna shake the devil's hand?
Sure.
You feel him start to breathe underneath your hand.
I saved. Not compelled to bite. All good on that. Marigold's going to Virgil.
Fine energy from everyone.
Virgil,
Fine.
you take 10 points of healing from Marigold as she lands clumsily on your shoulder.
Thank you. It's not a safe place to be, but thank you.
You hear thunderous paw steps as the bear races after this archer.
I'm picturing it bipedally speed walking.
Yeah, it's speed walking. It is bipedal.
That's terrifying.
Ox, please roll wisdom.
11.
You gotta roll better, babe.
Who do you associate with a number 11?
Wiley.
Ox, take your turn.
Ox is going to holster the pepper box and reach for the pistol on the ground. As long as there's no objections, he will not reload. But I am going to have him shoot the pistol with some magic bullets at the golem. That's a 14 to hit on the first
14
one.
does not.
The second one is going to be a nat 20, but that would be a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that might hit.
That would be 14 damage.
You guys are chipping away at this thing. It's still very solid in front of you. Like each hit, it's not like you've knocked off an arm and like a leg and stuff like that. It still seems pretty strong. The archer's turn. It's gonna shoot at the bear that's chasing after, which seems like a valid thing for them to do. Does 15 hit? Wait, no.
Wait.
19.
19? Oh yeah, that hits.
And does 14 hit?
Yes, a 14 does hit.
Just takes 11 points of damage.
11.
And that one's 8 points of damage.
Bear's not looking too great.
As the arrows lodge into its fur and don't sink very deep. It's going to start to run around, not further away from you guys, but just like to the side, still through the trees. Ox, you turn towards Kian.
Yeah.
Hang on.
This attack is at disadvantage then,
Okay.
right? If you're
Still kneeling.
the first roll for each of those was a natural 20. This one I think does still hit you at 17, but it's not a natural 20. So I mean, that does 10
Pause.
points
Need
of
to
damage.
worry about it.
Are you still up?
We need to get out of here.
Garrett, it's your turn.
Garrett, wake the fuck up.
Yeah, Garrett's gonna try and become people. It's a 14.
What happens when you transform into a person?
It looks scary, and I think it looks painful, and I think there is sort of like Animorphs transition.
You watch this wolf buckle and writhe, and slowly in the space of 6 seconds, you're back. If you have a bonus action, you can take it.
No. I'm gonna stay put.
It's Jacques' turn. Kian, you're leaning over Jacques.
Yeah.
You've just stabilized him. You feel the rising fall of his chest again, and his eyes fly open. He just sort of reflexively grabs you by the arm and seems to be trying to get his bearings and starts to pull himself up.
Stop this fight. You don't want to do this right now.
I just told you to get out of here. We had him first.
He's a man now. Do you still want him?
Yeah.
I don't think that Jacques has turned to see that
Yeah.
at this point. And the golem's gonna keep on whack-a-moling away at Virgil. What about a 23?
Oh my god.
That'll do it. I just think that Virgil deserves Hellish Rebuke. I'm just gonna say it.
10 points of damage for the first one, 21 points of damage for the second hit.
We're fine. We're fine.
Okay.
Stop looking at my calculator. We're fine.
It's Bear One's
Like
turn.
Anon?
Well, the bear killed Lachlan, so... Well, it didn't kill Lachlan, but its target is dead, so... With its mission accomplished, prior to Kian intervening, it's gonna just defend itself now, if it gets attacked. That's its, default action, so...
Virgil.
He is swaying on his feet. He has cast multiple blood curses, and he's like bleeding from his nose, his ears. He's gonna disengage for his action, and I think he will swing up onto Orna's saddle and reach a hand down for Kian. Come on.
Keen looks down at Jacques, lets go, and grabs Virgil's hand.
Will you let me use my movement to pull
Sure.
Kian up? Okay.
Yeah.
And with whatever he has left, he will spur Orna forward. Like away.
Everybody, retreat!
Jacques, come with us, babe.
So, Henry draws his bow to himself, doesn't actually call it, but... I'm sorry, Kirit. And casts Lightning Arrow to fire at the golem. So let's see if that hits.
Why is this so sorry, Kira?
It might
It
hit
will
me
also-
after.
It has a
yeah.
10-foot radius,
Oh, it has
so
a
it
10
hits.
It automatic.
Sorry, she would be gone.
27 hit.
Yeah, 27 hits.
Cool. I need Jacques and Kirit Yes, to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no, Jacques. He was
21.
1.
15.
So they both pass. So they take half as much damage, 48 for the target that's hit, and then there's a radius, which is the 2d8. Okay, so that is 17 lightning damage.
For the column.
Yes. 5.
Jacques falls again as this hits them. And the stone golem is still standing strong.
As Henry is changing position, go to Ox, shoos Delilah over to Ox.
Should we stop here? To help them? They need it.
Aren't you, like, almost dead?
He looks pretty rough.
And from the last thing I saw, you three were fine. Fine-ish.
Henry hasn't been hit.
Neither
Here's
is
mine.
Ox.
Virgil doesn't say anything.
If it looks like Virgil's gonna keep going. Yeah.
Maybe I'll have you roll an acrobatics check to see if you can land in like an
Yeah.
okay manner, but
Keen's gonna jump off.
Can?
18.
yeah, Kian, it's not like you stick the landing. You are on a galloping goat, but you managed to sort of roll and land painlessly.
They zoom into Marigold Vision, and I think like the first thing that they see is that Jacques is down. Marigold's going to heal Jacques because I still have some to healing. If that doesn't hurt Jacques, who knows?
Does it take?
It doesn't feel like it takes. And then his eyes open.
Run now.
Through Marigold.
Yeah.
He just awoke and kind of looks at this falcon and blinks and
Puffin.
appears. Right, Puffin. Okay. He looks at this Puffin and blinks confused and does not seem to take the order very seriously. Bear 2.
When your sleep paralysis demon is a puffin?
10. All right. Let's go, Bear.
Fuck up that archer.
Finish him.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
The bear tries to bite at this archer and misses. It was running just a little too fast and misjudged.
Yeah, now that it's not in a tree, the archer is really dexterous.
So slippery.
Ox, roll a wisdom save.
Can you please roll well for us, babe? Just once. I'm begging.
I'm going to use inspiration. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Take your turn.
As Delilah comes over, Ox will flip the gun around so that he is holding the barrel. Delilah, take this and take it to Henry.
She listens to Ox. She knows Henry.
He's also going to start walking towards Henry.
Walking?
Well, running.
Glad to see you back.
Maybe you should hold on to this other one while things are kind of hot. And he'll hand you the pepper box as well.
Let's see. 13, 21, and 19. I think they're all going to go towards Henry. Did those all hit you?
Yeah, then they all hit him.
Okay.
He's 13.
13 years old.
Are you not wearing one of the cloaks that gives us extra armor that we got from Rowan?
No, not on this expedition.
You take 15 points of piercing damage as from afar, a distance you can't quite see the figure from, 3 arrows fly. Okay, so we have Jacques is on the ground next to a bear and a puffin.
There's a puffin on his chest, probably.
Kira is next
Looking
to the
down
golem.
at him.
And
Ox,
then
Henry, and Delilah are
Are
that little butter family.
Yeah.
a good 20 feet away. Who are you? A woman steps out from the same direction as the golem, from behind the trees. She resembles Ox very closely, though highly made up, wearing a long, flared skirt, kind of like what you'd see a salsa dancer wear, all in a deep red, fringed jacket, hat with a long transparent veil. She's holding looks like a gold-plated gun in one hand. It's pointing down at the ground. She's looking at you, Kirit, up and down, sideways smile on her face.
Since Kirit has just returned to being a human man, he's pretty dazed and not really with it yet. He realizes that somebody is greeting him. He waves.
Yeah, he does.
Her smile widens, though it doesn't exude any comfort. She gives you a nod. You want to come with us?
Why are you reaching for your dice?
He looks around, and I think he sees Ox's face. He says nothing, but it's clear that he's not going to follow her.
She raises her arm, the gun directed just past your shoulder, towards Ox. You sure about that?
He'll just try and look big and defensive and nod.
She just crit.
Let's fucking go.
She's looking over at you, Ox, and like grinning. You look back at her, and that smile fades to rage. And it's your turn, Kirit.
Kirit is going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter,
And does she have to roll a save?
a wisdom saving check.
Is it a charm?
It's enchantment school.
It doesn't matter. 23.
That'll save.
Okay.
That'll save.
She's kind of wise.
She doesn't even look at you.
He's gonna rage again. He's gonna draw his dagger.
Okay.
Are we doing this?
Jacques stands up and notices for the first time that where there was a wolf, there is now a human.
The pumpkin just falls to the ground.
I think he kind of automatically like holds her as he stands. And there's a moment where he's kind of trying to figure out what's happening. And then he's going to quickly walk over to Kirit, place a hand on Kirit's arm that has the dagger. Calm down, let's talk this out, sir.
Is there any way I can get an insight off of this? I know it's not like it's in between turns.
I think you can do that on your turn, but it won't take up your turn. And he looks over to Scar with kind of disbelief on his face, with his other hand like gestures to Kirit. It's the golem's turn. It just stands there.
What are we talking out?
I am 60 feet away.
Yes, you're 60 feet away.
Great. Fuck.
I think you can see through the trees that the movement has stopped.
You can un-60.
You can tell that
Yeah,
that
okay.
something is happening over there.
Yeah. He stops immediately. Like, he pulls on the reins as Kian just leaps off of Orna, and I think he looks past Kian, who is standing unmoving now, at a nothing, actually, in the trees. There is no one following them, and that in and itself is alarming enough that he raced past Kian, full speed back to the others. I don't know how close he has to get to see that Scar is now here.
I imagined Henry and Ox were standing kind of at the edge of the clearing.
Yeah.
So let's say
So
you can
about where
see
they are.
Scar.
As soon as you get up to them.
Yeah. Which is how many feet away from her? I can't really
10,
see.
15,
It's
20,
30.
25, 35-ish.
Yeah.
Fuck. He will ride up next to the cluster that is Ox and Henry. See that neither of them have made a move to run, and look at them quizzically. God, I don't have any distance. Shit. Scar's there and the golem is there. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I'm panicking. I'm freaking out. He's gonna try and bind Scar with his bonus action. Try and reach out and freeze whatever is in her. I will amplify this.
20 something.
What the fuck?
21.
Okay. Okay. I thought we were running.
Kirit!
Kirit!
So your name's Kiri. She holds out a hand. And Henry, it's your turn.
Could I wait a minute? I'm so sorry. Because I do technically still have an action. If I was next to Ox, can I reach down and cast protection from evil and good?
Sure.
So as he tries and fails to affect Scar, he will reach down and just grip your shoulder, and a flare of golden light will wrap around you, almost like a bubble, and then dissipate. So you're protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
That same golden light surrounds Scar. Thank you.
If you're already charmed, frightened, or possessed, you have advantage now on new saves.
Congrats.
Be going now, right?
What about Period.
It's fine. I mean, I'm not stressed. I believe you. Does a 16 hit Jacques?
Jacques?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Fucker.
8 piercing damage.
Then yeah, Jacques falls again.
Perfect.
At your side, Kirit. And Scar, like, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Henry doesn't say anything. Notches another arrow. Take a shot at Scar. It's a 24 hit?
Yeah.
And then that one is 17 piercing damage. For the oath bow. I like that one. I was saving it for Skull. For the bonus action command to the bear. Attack the woman in raid over there.
Alright, yeah, the bear changes focus.
This
You
bear-
shot her? Where did you shoot her?
He's aiming for the heart.
The arrow lodges into her collarbone. Ox, you feel a deep pain in the right side of your chest. And she reaches up and just yanks the arrow out, lets it fall to the ground. You don't want to be doing that.
Do whatever I damn well please.
I know you will, Mr. Goodlove. Keen, it's your turn.
He just stands, looks to Jacques, looks to everybody standing here and sees Scar. We need to get out of here. They hold an attack.
It's Bear 2's turn.
Bear 2.
We're too fan club.
Bear 2 is easy to control because Bear 2 has one thought on its mind and it's to attack this.
Obliterate this one.
The 24 hit this
Yeah, it hits.
archer.
God, this poor archer is fighting for their life, and Scar's like, anyway.
Does a dirty 20 hit this archer?
Yeah.
Let's see. It first takes 7 piercing damage and then 6 slashing damage.
I guess you guys can't see this, but just off the table for you guys to know, the archer, I mean, it looks like it's been damaged, but it doesn't look that bad. Seems like the archer's pretty,
Resilient.
hardy.
Yeah.
Ox, roll a wisdom save, please.
With advantage? Because protection
good
can be
lady.
good?
23.
Maybe if you roll a crit, you'll, like, break out of it.
Yeah.
Crit fish.
Yeah,
Just
crit
try-
fish.
try-
There's no harm in I'll let you know, there's no harm in doing it.
I'll crit fish. It was a
Yeah.
23 to begin with.
It's your turn if you still want to be in initiative.
Ox looks over to Henry. Henry, I need you to trust me.
Oh.
I need my pistol.
Henry, he's still holding his bow, not fully drawn, but turns enough to offer the side of his body. That was originally farther away from Ox, but now he could grab the pistol.
Ox will grab his pistol off of Henry's person. He will fire a disarming shot at Scar. She will have to make a strength saving roll. It's 11. He shoots for the shoulder. Again, in the left.
You feel sharp pain in that same spot again
Hell.
as you watch it hit her. And she rolled really low on the strength saving throw. She only rolled a 6. And you both drop your gun, and both of your guns skitter across the ground 10 feet away from you. She winces and looks exactly like Ox as she does so, and then looks back to you. Sure you want to keep doing this? It's the archer's turn.
Listen, Ox has 90 hit points. He can keep fucking going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does Ox have 90 hit points?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll find Ox now at 62 hit points. This bear's being punched. That's a 6, a 8, so that's 16 points of damage.
The bear is dead. It poops away.
Vanishes in a cloud of smoke. Now the archer will just make a straight run towards the grove, 30 feet. Scar looks at you, looks at Jacques on the ground, looks at you, Kirit. Come on then.
Shut up!
Kirit, stay silent.
Scared. Make any sort of physical yes or no.
He's standing in a defensive stance with a weapon drawn, but he doesn't want to turn his back on a threat.
Alright. Why don't you step away from him? She gestures down to Jacques. And then looks to Henry. Are all of you together? It looks like it.
Yeah, we
are. And then glances to the rest of the boys. We'll trade then, Man for man.
Sorry, I am unclear.
We
with
give
what-
him back Jacques.
Yeah,
You keep Kirit.
yeah.
Kira looks back to the boys, questioningly.
And we'll call it a night, yeah?
Yeah.
Inside check. 12.
It doesn't seem like she has magic at the tips of her fingers or anything like that. You know, if you can get any emotion from her, a bit exasperated maybe, but there's nothing that tips you off to dishonesty besides the fact that you just simply don't trust her.
That seems fair. Carrot?
What are you gonna do to him?
I don't know what you mean.
He's one of you, right?
I don't know what you mean. If you could kindly step back a few paces.
Keen stays put.
You heard the lady. Let's call it a night. Bree. Carrots, come on.
Kira looks really torn.
He's gonna heal Jacques.
As the glow starts to brighten, that's not necessary. But you can still do it if you want.
It's
Keen
not
pause.
necessary.
Keen pauses.
No. If I wanted Jacques dead, he'd be dead. So if you could step back a few paces, we can call it a night.
He's fine. Let's go. Now.
Move your stone man for Kirit so he can get through.
You see her whisper something, and the golem steps her way and stops beside her.
Keen they sort of crumple in acceptance, take a few steps back.
She steps forward over to Jacques and lifts him up pretty easily, not with superhuman strength, but she seems pretty strong. Basically, Princess carries him. She looks as if she's about to turn away and walk back, and then glances over to you, Ox. You working for Sheriff Donna now?
Why are you so worried about it? Weren't you?
No. Who do you think I am? Then again, I wouldn't think you'd do so either. What's she offering you?
You offering something better?
Not yet.
Then don't worry about it.
What's she offering you?
I think I'll glance over at Henry.
You can do better than that.
Donna's married.
He missed any possible point there.
That's not quite what I meant, but good to know. Tell her congratulations for me, since you're so close now.
If that is all, I think we'll be going.
Where did you find him? I think Keen's just looking at the stone golem.
An island up north.
Is Jacques with you?
Of course. She looks back to Ox. You know better than to trust Sheriff. Nowhere, somewhere, doesn't matter.
Never said I trusted her.
Guess that's true. She turns around, starts to walk away, and vanishes in the trees. Yeah, the golem follows.
Marigold is sent to follow. I can make her invisible, and she's flying after.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I don't think we should talk about it here.
No. We should leave now.
Oh, we're leaving now. Okay. Right.
We would have loved to leave earlier, but someone resurrected Jacques.
Ox will pick up his gun off the ground while Henry is angry yelling about.
Kian, he wasn't going to die that quickly.
Don't fuck with me right now.
Oh, you want to talk? You're the whole reason we couldn't get Kirit out of there in the first place. My goodness, you couldn't read the room. You
Keen's
couldn't
gonna
wait.
go punch Henry. It's not gonna do much damage. I don't know what I hit to.
Please, did you want to die?
That would be so funny.
Yeah, I do.
Because I don't know what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, get a 14 on your roll.
Yeah.
He'll take his 1 point of damage.
Can we not behave like children? Please, let's go.
Yes, we're going.
Oxalis?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Henry's
I-
already indignantly returning to horse.
Ox kind of hesitates, looking through the trees before returning to his horse.
Carrot looks confused and concerned that all his friends are fighting, but he's following.
Could have had a date at a nice cafe. No, had to do this instead.
Whose horse do you get on? Or goat?
Virgil will offer you a hand.
I mean, if you're not going that fast, my walking speed is super shitty.
Virgil offers you a hand.
Get on the goat.
He'll take it.
You all ride back. Orna has a very smooth gait. I don't think you've ever ridden a goat before.
No.
You all head back to the Good Love Estate. It's, I'm pretty sure, like the middle of the night. Do you all go to your separate rooms? Are you all meeting together somewhere? What is the...
Keen's going straight to their room, and they are going to cast Sending as soon as they have spell slots. There is an emptiness to them.
When we get back, Virgil looks like he's going to stop them. And he sees that and he decides, not now. He lets you go.
Where is the liquor kept in the Good Love Estate?
They definitely have an entertaining bar, so there's some there and in the kitchens and like.
There's 6 wine cellars.
Yeah, Ox will grab a bottle, something that interests him, off of the shelf of the entertainment bar, and go to his room to drink and work on his guns.
Carrot sees you grabbing the bottle and heading up and asks, how do I make this not seem like an innuendo? He would do that by accident for sure. Carrot asks, with a voice that's somewhat hoarse, mind if I join you?
I think I could use some company tonight.
What did Virgil do when he got back?
He would have gone to the stables to set Orna up for the night.
After going back to his room for a moment to change into clothes that do not have holes from arrows and be a little less grungy, then he'd go see if he can find Virgil.
Yeah, you find him. He's still in the stables.
I don't mean to impose or anything, but
It's your estate.
I mean that. I just, after everything for tonight, I was worried about. I know I always have Delilah, but just maybe being just me feels a little awkward somehow. Do you mind if I hang around? Is what I mean.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Thank you. Well, Virgil's setting up for the night, then Henry will just take a stool to... He's not really, like, drawing anything or writing anything in particular. It's just, like, random sketches or lines, half, with some text in there.
I think Keen just crumples onto their bed, and their disguise has fallen, and they just message Ophelia. Isaac. Rock. Lachlan. I need you here. Now. As fast as you can.
You ever just get hit with that at 3 a.m.?
As what seems to happen as reaction to many of your messages, I feel like so far in this campaign,
Yeah, I'm
there is
so
a bit
sorry.
of silence.
I'm so sorry, Ophelia.
Isaac is there. Who is Jacques? May take some time getting in secretly. Wait. How the fuck are you doing this? And that is where we'll end the session for tonight.
Wait,
So she just picks up off of the ground.
Yeah, he's fine!
He's fine.
He can't die!
If she wants him dead, then he'll be dead.
Yeah, that was a rough thing for Keen to hear, and let that happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's
fine.
my sister.
She sucks!
Go build you a log cabin.
Hold on. I'm sure you want to know what happens to these boys next. What Mr. Goodlove has to say to Virgil. What Ophelia has to say to Keen. But before that, I want to switch our track. Take another train. Our boys don't know, but I do. I want to tell you something about Errol Strauss's knight. And Commander-in-Chief Rowan Sterling. As you may recall, Errol Strauss headed on over to the Phoenix grounds to take a look at the gem Rowan Sterling now wears. Their shepherd ability gives them a special sort of sight, and they can tell, as Virgil asks them to see, just who that gem belongs to. Errol Strauss isn't always the obedient type, but they are when they want to be. He flies over as a bat, finds his ways into the dormitory. It's a little creature, it's not hard. And he was friends with Rowan Sterling. Good friends. He visited from time to time. He knows that window, and he finds his way in. To see Sterling sitting there in his kitchenette with a cold cup of coffee. In his other hand, he holds a note written from Virgil with some news about Kian. His expression has a terrible blankness to it, not for much longer. And he looks at the gem. He does. He does his job. But things don't stop there. There's a hint of smoke, and Errol Strauss stands behind Rowan Sterling. Sterling. Rowan jumps, turns. And Strauss is gone. Just a puff of smoke. Or maybe nothing at all. Rowan stares at the air for a moment, his eyes wide. Okay. It's okay. It's not real. I assure you I am not. In front of him, Errol Strauss. Rowan looks up, nothing there. The night goes on like this. Mr. Sterling, haunted, waiting. Checks the mirror. Looks back and sees Errol Strauss standing behind him. Glaring, vanished. Sees a figure out of the corner of his eye. Nothing when he turns to look. You killed us. You will kill him. You will kill him. No, I won't. Rowan breathes in and out and says to the air, I won't. I'm sorry. You are not forgiven. He turns, nothing. Rowan Stern stands there in the middle of his room. For how long he can't quite say. Until there's a knock on his door. He stares over at it. 5 seconds, 10. And steps over with shaking hands. And opens it.
Okay. I would say he knows the Goodlove grounds pretty well at this point. He will sneak out of the estate and see if he can make his way to the Phoenix grounds. He will attempt to find the other side of the hole in the wall and get in that way.
Have you ever gone this way? Like, I know you've exited the hole in the wall and like gone up a specific path to the little pond in the back, but have you ever found it from the outside like this?
I don't think so. Because it kind of does depend on if that scene was real or if it was a dream, if you recall what you did to me.
Why don't you roll a nature check?
Come on, Virgil, if you're good at one thing, it's nature, right?
But not nurture?
Can you give him a break for 5 minutes? I'm begging. Yeah, I'll take that. 21.
Yeah, you're able to find it pretty easily. It's in a overgrown section of the garden, but you know plants. What for some people would just be a mass of shrubbery, Virgil, you recognize as landmarks, and you're able to find the hole in the wall.
He will wriggle through like a trout going upstream.
I see we're in a silly, goofy mood for this.
Sorry.
Yeah, you wriggle through the wall.
Okay.
I mean, that is a bit what it's like. It's pretty small, originally built for a child.
I imagine it's pretty dimly lit over in this area of the gardens.
It is unlit, but you have dark vision, so...
Yeah. As he squirms his way into the Phoenix grounds and finds himself in the garden, he will pause there and he will turn towards the dormitories and then stop and turn back, and he will take a few minutes to put the stones back where they were. Sorry, Errol. And then he at least knows where Rowan's room was. I don't know if he's visited it now in the current day, but he will make his way over and he will use disguise self to appear as if he is any normal student, young recruit, he would know what they would be wearing, and he will make himself appear like he is a student returning from the library after a late night of studying.
Okay. I mean, the grounds are also pretty quiet right now. And there are guards posted at the important locations, such as the entry gates, but you skipped over those. There aren't guards posted in front of the dormitories. I think you can just go.
So I will make my way to where I remember Rowan's room being.
Or you walk into the hallway with Ron's room. Door is closed.
He'll take a breath, make sure he is alone in the hallway, and drop the disguise. Knock on the door. Rowan? Are you awake?
The door opens, just a crack, and Rowan is standing there. Once he realizes it's you, he opens the door fully. He's dressed a little differently than how you've seen him since coming back. His braids have small golden pieces, beads in them. Something he used to do in the olden days. Just a hint of makeup around his eyes, and a dark, semi-formal button-up blouse that you haven't seen him wear for a few years. It was once quite well tailored, now a little bit looser than before. He has a exhausted, sort of almost fearful look in his eyes first as he lets you in.
Virgil steps in and just wraps his arms around him in a hug. Just holds him.
With one hand, he shuts the door behind you and then hugs you in return.
I'm sorry. I didn't want you to be alone tonight.
Don't apologize. I'm sorry. I heard that.
I would have liked to tell you in person.
It's okay.
I don't even know, what do you even say? Do you want to sit?
He steps back. I was about to ask you the same thing. Do you want, I picked up some coffee from the kitchens. I can start a pot, or...
Yeah, why not?
As you take a seat, he restarts the flame under the kettle. Do you want to stay here for tonight? Or...
Yeah, I would like that.
You're welcome, too. He glances at the table where the note that you sent him is still sitting out. The others, they know you're here.
Yeah, they'll find out.
Well, they'll worry for you.
I think they'll be busy, grieving in their own way. I'll return in the morning.
I think that it is appropriate to ask you to roll a deception check.
I think so. I think you're right. When I get back in the morning, I'm gonna strangle Keaton with my bare hands.
Oh. What is it? What is it?
So it's not a natural one.
Okay.
You know, one would say unnatural.
He nods, turns back to pick out a mug for you from his cabinet. What happened?
I am a bit unclear on that, honestly. It sounds as if there was some sort of... I don't know how to put it. Public dispute. I don't know. All of what I heard was from Henry's father. It sounds as if they took the body. I believe it to have been Scarlet. I don't necessarily have proof of that, but we know she is in town. For how much longer, I cannot say.
Right. Commander Navain told me what they knew. It seemed much the same. They don't know about Scarlet. They said, what's going on, Virgil? They said that as per your wishes, I am to stay here.
Yes, we have come to an understanding, Navain and I. I'm sorry I didn't speak to you about this before, but if it keeps you safe, I won't regret it.
And Mr. Goodlove and Kamfir are also working with you, with them. And where was Kian? Why wasn't Kian there? I don't
know.
Oh.
Just starts barking.
He's standing very still, tense, still staring at the note on the table. Why did you ask that of them?
Because I fear what will happen to you if you go into the field again.
I can't just stay here.
Why not?
What am I supposed to do?
Surely there is more to being commander-in-chief than fighting in the ocean. I know full well there's plenty of paperwork and meetings and dinners and introductions.
I can't do that anymore.
You were very good at it.
No. Virgil, I can't just sit here. Can you please tell them that you have changed your mind or changed your terms?
If this is a matter of you needing to feel busy, productive, helpful, there is plenty to do here that doesn't involve you being behind a desk.
Please, Virgil.
I never wanted to keep you in a cage or make you feel as if that is what I am doing, but I cannot lose you. If I let you go into the field, can you promise me you would return? I'm sorry. Unless you can think of some other compromise, I cannot. I don't like when you roll and then make a face and then just, start laughing about it.
Sorry. What happened to Kian? This is all lining up very well.
Excuse me?
What happened to Kian?
No, I'm sorry. What do you mean? You think I had something to do with it? With Kian?
I don't think that you would do anything to hurt Kian. That's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying?
This does not seem like the sort of game you play.
Fuck off.
His insight was really low, but
I rolled really bad.
you rolled really bad.
Yeah, I did. You're right, it's not. Why would I have anything to do with what happened to Kian when I can go and speak to Commander Navain myself? And I have. I'm sorry you don't like the result. If you want to hate me for it, that's fine. At least you'll be around to do it.
I don't hate you for it. I just don't. That's not true. I understand what you're doing. You may be right. That I should not go back out. But I did not think that you would use me as
bargaining chip. I'm coming to realize there is a lot I would do to make sure you are safe. And this needn't be forever. It's just to buy us a bit of time to figure out something that will work.
He turns around and takes the kettle off the stove. Starts setting out pour over for the coffee. Doesn't say anything for a bit. His back is to you. Eventually, places a mug in front of you, his in front of himself, and sits down across from you. They said you were not going to be a shepherd anymore.
I don't know what I'm going to be. Useful, I'm certain, to Navain.
After this mission, you are coming back and... what?
Perhaps you and I will figure something out together.
Well, I may not be allowed to leave.
Or maybe after I come back, Navain will be done with me.
You, yes.
I was under the impression they are not your keeper.
I don't know. I do think, it is best I stay close.
To them?
Yes,
Best for who?
for me. If I don't have anything to occupy myself with, I need to be closer to them. I don't know, Virgil, it's been a difficult night.
In that, we feel the same. I wish I had something for you.
Rowan is silent for a bit, and it's obvious he's trying to formulate his own thoughts. You do not need... You do not need to offer me anything.
This has never been about what I need to do. It has always been about what I want to do.
I have not lost control like I did when I was with all of you for a long time. It's not because... At least I think it's not because you are lacking something. I don't know what it is about that commander that has helped me. It does. It helps to have them here.
Then how could it be for the best? Do you know what they are?
What do you mean?
Can I just roll insight?
Yeah.
Okay. If it is a straight roll on this man, it is a 3.
He seems legitimately puzzled by the question. Always puzzled, this man.
They're a manipulator. They'll say and do whatever they think they have to get what they want. And if their presence truly does help you, they'll use that too. I'm not working with them because I want to be.
He stands up. He doesn't go anywhere. I don't... Do you still,
What?
Do you ever see the others?
Yes. Most days when I was banished. Less so now. I saw all of you once, when we were in the Feywild.
They wouldn't want this.
No, they wouldn't. And neither, I think, do you. Rowan, I don't know what it is that anchors you here. I don't know if it is self-imposed, if it is Navain or the Phoenix or some other power. I'm starting to wonder if it might be a fragment of your gem, the piece that was lost that day. Or maybe it is a combination. Whatever it is, I will find out how to stop it.
I don't want you to involve yourself with this anymore.
I already am. I want to be.
They wouldn't want this.
They wouldn't want what?
They wouldn't want you to be playing these games. They wouldn't. I don't understand what you're doing with Commander Navain. I know you do not want to work for them. You've made it very clear. I don't know what's happening with Kian, but I suspect you are not telling me everything. It's not worth it.
It is.
It's not.
It is to me. You don't have to understand it. Our shepherds are gone. We will never know if they will understand it either, but it doesn't matter to me.
Commander Navain is the voice of the Phoenix. You can't.
I can't what?
If you are not managing to fool me, you are not going to fool them.
No, I doubt I have. But if they are going to allow me to use them back, well, does it not go both ways?
What do you want me to do? Is this... Are you...
Rowan?
I don't understand what's happening. And I'm scared. And you're lying to me.
I never wanted that.
I can't. They will not forgive me. If you get hurt.
What I'm doing now is no fault of yours. It is my choice. No, you cannot take the blame for my actions.
Please don't do this, Virgil.
He puts his cup down and he laughs. It's not cruel. Our roles have reversed. Sorry, it's not funny. I think I understand a bit better now. I promise I will come back to you. And I will have a better solution than I can come up with now.
Please don't lie to Navain.
I think even if I intended to, they would know. I've never been a good liar.
No.
I never wanted to keep anything from you. I would tell you if I could.
It's fine.
It's not. I'm sorry tonight went so. Terrible is, I think, too weak a word.
Yeah. I shouldn't have agreed to it in the first place.
No, I'm glad you did. I was looking forward to it.
No, I shouldn't have.
Well, if it means anything, you look very nice tonight.
Stupid.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was hopeful. It is never a foolish thing to be. So maybe when I get back, we can try again.
I saw Strauss.
You what?
Tears well in his eyes. He just stares down at the ground.
Virgil stands and goes to him and will reach for his hand.
Tell me.
He pulls his hand away and takes a step back. It was just a dream.
Tell me what happened.
They would not forgive me. They shouldn't. It was just a dream, I know. It hasn't happened for a long time. Sorry.
You don't have to apologize for that. I'm sorry.
You know they would not accept this.
Well, this Ross we knew is more stubborn than any we've met, so perhaps in time your dreams will change.
I don't think so.
Have you considered speaking to Master Keo about any of this? She might be able to help.
I don't care if they hate me. I care. But I know it's not real. I would rather see them than not.
I understand that.
But he would not want you here.
It doesn't matter what he would want. I don't think he would be surprised.
All right. Okay. What do you want me to do next? I don't know what your plan is. I don't understand it. I know you cannot tell me. So at least let me know what I am to do next.
I want you to start taking care of yourself. I know it seems like a simple ask, but I think we both know it is not.
What does that mean? What do you want me to do?
I want you to talk to Keo if you can. I don't know how much you'll be able to tell them, but I want you to seek some help.
They will keep me there.
I think if you tell her that is worse for you, she will not.
And then what?
Do you remember if there was a shard of your gem?
Shook his head. I don't know. That was not my priority at the moment.
I know. But maybe now. I wonder if you might be able to feel it. Where it could be.
No.
Something like that wouldn't just disappear. It is somewhere in the world.
Yes, but I am here.
And perhaps you will be able to determine if it is here. In Donning. Other than that, I believe there is a garden that could use some tending. And perhaps that will help you too.
You want me to become a gardener?
I want you to be anything but a soldier. Is being a gardener such a bad thing? You have never really indicated anything else you might want to do. Perhaps that is something to think about. If you weren't on this path, what would you do? Maybe think on that.
Do you still want to stay tonight?
If you would still have me.
Do you need to stay tonight?
Can I roll an insight check? Does he want me out and he's just not saying it? 14. Oh my goodness.
Advantage?
No, I didn't. Am I rolling with advantage? Okay.
For insight checks, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the gay insight.
Oh, well, that is a good deal better. Dirty 20.
He looks a bit frightened. It's that same harrowed look that you saw in his eyes when he opened the door for the first time. And the same sort of look when he spoke about seeing Errol.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, alright.
Rowan, regardless of what I want, if it would be worse for you if I stay, I will go.
Is Kian alive?
You are always a better liar than I. Is that still the case?
I don't know.
Then I shouldn't say.
I don't know, Virgil.
It's okay. I can go. But, I don't know when the vein will send us out. So, if this is my last chance to speak with you for some time, there is something I would like to give you. He will pull out a folded handkerchief from his pocket, and he will place it on the kitchenette counter. There's something folded within it. I think she would have wanted you to have it. And inside is Nico's comb.
He unwraps it and he stares at it for a moment.
You can put it away somewhere, if looking at it is too painful for now, but this way she can stay with you.
He nods, too overwhelmed to speak, staring at it in his hands.
And I meant what I said, I can go. But only if you will be alright if I leave you alone.
Would you, just walk with me
Yes. Anywhere.
to Kyo?
Yes. Yes, I will. Virgil will offer his hand.
He takes it.
Virgil will lead the way to the infirmary.
He stops at the doors. He presses the comb into your hand.
Are you certain?
She gave it to you. And you can wear it.
Would you want me to? It wouldn't be too. He folds it back up and puts it in his pocket. Okay.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Opens the door, shuts it softly behind him.
Yeah. Go to therapy. I'm begging.
Do you feel victorious?
That's a solid no, but also kind of yeah,
Yeah.
you know? And that's that's what it is to be Virgil Flores.
Yeah.
It's fine. I just want them to be okay. The three of them.
Yeah.
Go build you a log cabin on a mountain so